My name is Audrey Tannant. I'm from Vancouver, BC, and I've been CrossFitting for just under 2 years now. So I play trumpet with the Okanagan Symphony in Kelowna, Vernon, and Ticton in BC. I've been doing that for 10 years now. So I drive up there, which is about a 4-hour drive, through the mountains, dangerous highways, and I go up there for about 4 or 5 days a month during the winter time and perform. So that's really my big passion, and that's what I've studied in university. That's what I did as a kid. I grew up from 9 years old. I was playing trumpet, so it's a hobby and a passion that most people don't really understand, especially how I got into it, and also how a girl got into it, because it really seems like kind of a masculine instrument. So I make a lot of noise in the back row, is what I usually say. So when I first got into CrossFit, and I was going through personal training sessions, and the very first day you sit down and you get the whole, basically the history of CrossFit and Greg Glassman and what is CrossFit and the 10 general physical skills. It's kind of a mini level 1 almost, like not even close, but it's a quick little half an hour of information. And as soon as my coach Emily started writing down the 10 general physical skills, it was like a light went on. Like, somebody couldn't have explained trumpet playing better to me than in those 10. Like those 10 skills, it's exactly what I use every day in practicing. So it's got to have balance, accuracy, agility. I mean, and having balance in all of those areas, that's exactly what trumpet playing is. And I just started laughing right in the middle of that moment, and Emily was like, what's so funny? And I was just like, that's trumpet playing. That's playing in an orchestra, that's being excellent at a craft, that's just excellence right there. And so that struck me, and I was sold right then and there, and kind of gradually over the years as I've been doing more and more of it, it's crossed over into my performing, it's crossed over into my practice. It's pretty much all of it. Like, CrossFit is parallel to performing. So this is my tickle trunk of various trumpet orchestra stuff. So for most people, they've pretty much only ever seen kind of your regular trumpet like this. It's similar to basically what you'd play in like a high school band. So it's a B-flat trumpet. Anyway, so that's pretty much like my go-to, my steady horse that I practice every day. So there's that one, and then in the orchestra, we play a C trumpet. So a C trumpet is just in a different pitch, obviously, and it just kind of has a different tone to it. So you can see that the tubing's a little bit shorter on the C trumpet, which is why it's higher pitch. The smaller they get, the shorter the tube. So you work your way down through a few different trumpets. So I've got one in here that's got even less tubing. So that's a D trumpet. And then this one here is called a piccolo trumpet. So that one's about an octave higher. Just less tubing, higher instrument, totally different sound. And then I get to use this for different pieces. Mostly, most people recognize it from like Handel's Messiah. So the Hallelujah chorus, I get to play this bad boy. Other tricks of the trade, people always wonder what these things are. So these are mutes, and they come in all kinds of different varieties. So they just make your trumpet sound different. So for jazz, a lot of times you'll have mutes, and they have these funny little like sounds that you do. The old favorite's the plunger. Everybody loves this one. I'll play it for you, but basically it does this wah wah sound, and it's I mean, it looks dirty, so it's fun. And that's pretty much kind of what I use, and I bring at least 2 or 3 of these up to the symphony with me every time. I have to be ready to pick any one of them up and play them drop of a hat. So, I mean, it's kind of like having 10 different pieces of equipment out and then being like, okay, so now you're going to just bam, go do this, bam, go do that. So you got to have your your awareness, and your body's got to be ready to go, and your brain's got to be mentally prepared to just pick up and nail something without having any time to kind of fiddle fart around. So yeah, it's fun. So just like how you'd warm up for a CrossFit workout, I have to warm up my instrument and my face. So, and my brain also. So it's kind of like I start out every day with a mouthpiece, and I make fun little duck noises. And then pull out my go-to trumpet, which is my B flat, and just try and get the air going and play a few things. So this is exactly what I would do warming up. This is my warm-up. So just like CrossFit, I have to warm up all of the aspects of my game here, right? So that means warming up high, fast, slow, low, loud. Basically every single thing that I might have to encounter, I need to warm up on this. So, and that's CrossFit. So I play CrossFit trumpet. One of the biggest things with playing a classical instrument or any instrument is discipline. Discipline, practice, and kind of like the mastery, it's enjoying the plateau, right? As opposed to always looking for that bigger hit. It's just enjoying the practice and being in the moment. And that has been the biggest benefit for me with doing CrossFit, is that I can enjoy the practice and I can be in the moment. And then everything else in life just seems a whole lot easier, including playing an instrument in front of a couple hundred people.